Hey guys, and welcome back to another Forager Nuclear episode here on our lovely little island. And if you watched to the end of last episode, you'll remember that that little slime on our head has grown into a bigger problem here, as you can see, and we have now become the Omega Slime, equipped with horns and everything. But if you don't remember last episode, we went right ahead and got this golden pickaxe here, which is the last piece of golden gear we need, as well as exploring a bit more of the desert. And we encountered this princess here who, suffice to say, didn't even know there were flowers growing right next to her. But for now, at the start of this episode, what I'm going to do is go around and collect up a bunch of resources, and as usual, this will probably be done best in the form of a time lapse. So, let's do this. So guys, as you can see, I went around and collected a bunch of resources up here on these top few islands, but I actually left the farm here for now so that I can just come through and collect it here. So what I think I'm going to do for today, guys, is actually continue exploring the desert biome. As you probably expect, it's kind of what we've been doing recently. And also try and I'd level up at least one more time to get the skill that makes it so that we have more storage space in our vaults. And I've actually just remembered that we went through and got a couple of the museum donations done. We got a couple of the museum donations done, and I failed miserably in the sense that one of the rare items in the game, the artifacts, in fact 2 of them, dropped right next to me, and I didn't notice. And you may have noticed there was a little, I've had a little running joke to do with that in the last episode. But hopefully that won't happen again this episode, but no, my luck, probably already has. So if I do miss anything, I'll make sure to do my best to pick it up in editing, but I probably will fail miserably at that as well. But for now, coming through here and collecting up the items around our island a bit more. As you can see, that is our royal clothing done. However, we still can't get this big backpack until we have the rest of the bottle of beetles we need. And I was confused for a moment as to why there's so many animals spawning in, and then I remembered that last episode we also went and got this pink bow from the princess, which makes animals spawn in more, basically. It also makes them drop more items when we defeat them, which is also nice. And looking at that, our lovely, well, I say lovely, our slime friends are here to play yet again. And since we actually need those bottled beetles, guys, what I'm going to do is to begin to just sort of trim down the resources in this desert island here and collect up any beetles that we see. I would say clear out the resources like I usually do, but we all know that they all come back like 5 minutes later. And looking at that, that didn't take too long, and there is the last beetle that we need. So with that in hand, what I'm going to do is come right over here and make the big backpack. So now that we're making that, what I'm going to do is just come over here and continue clearing out some resources. And as you can see, our inventory is fairly full, so getting this backpack upgrade will definitely be a big help in moving towards making it not so full. And what I might actually do is soon get a skill. Where is it? Skills. I think it's this skill here and this skill here, together what they let us do is make walls and floors and also make furniture so we can begin to decorate our little base factory area. But obviously that'll probably be in a few episodes time, and for now the only thing we really can do is just collect up a bunch more items really. So guys, as always, make sure to comment down in the comment section below telling me what you think, and actually if you've seen the slime lunch episode recently, I think it was episode 5. Make sure to comment down below in that video, or make sure to watch that video and then comment whether you'd like to see me do like a long video of the mini game we did in that episode, or whether you just prefer me to do it off camera. I said the same thing in that episode, but you know what? Why not? I would just put a poll up, but there's a little bit of a rant here. I would just put a poll up, but you need, like, I think it's 500 subs to do it, and as you probably can tell, we don't have that yet. So, still the early days, guys. Still the early days. Looking at this, it looks like it's really annoying to me. This happened in my other playthrough as well, but 100, 73. Just this one middle bank that just decides that it wants to generate money slower. It really gets a bit annoying after time. But cheering us up, looking at that, our backpack upgrade is nearly done and we are nearly leveled up. So hopefully this should be finished fairly soon, and what I'm actually going to do is make a bunch more arrows here, and that's way too many arrows. Arrows. Let's make another 100 of them. No, another 50 of them. We already have 50. And there we go. And there is our big backpack, guys, which adds another 4 extra inventory slots. And if we want the huge backpack, we will need 5 bottle butterflies and 5 plastic, which we definitely cannot make yet because we need 2 more skills. We need the oil rigs and we need the factories to be able to make that. But for now, what I think I'm going to do is wait a little bit for our banks to generate some money so we can go and continue exploring the desert biome over in the east. And while we wait, what I'm going to do is clear out a bunch of these resources here, and I'll see you when that's done. So, let's do this. Sorry to cut that time lapse short, guys, but I've just noticed that we leveled up. So, as usual, what we do is come over here to our skills menu, and what we're going to do is go right ahead and get this architecture skill, which means that structures have double health, structures cost 25% fewer materials, and vaults have more inventory slots. That last one is definitely the most important one that we want here. So, coming up here, what we can do is come over to where our vaults are, and as you can see, they all have more inventory slots now. So we can begin to put away a few more of the items that we have just been carrying around this whole time with us. And 1, 2, 3. And there we go. What I might do is build another vault here. How much would we need to build a vault? Oh, we can go right ahead and do that now. So, with that there, what I'm going to do is put away the last few little bits of items that we have been holding. And there we go. That should be good for now. So, with that done, I'm going to go and resume the time lapse that I just cut short. So, once again, let's do this. sorry to cut it short again, guys, but what we're doing still is obviously collecting the resources here, but I actually wanted to ask you to comment down below what you think of this series so far, and what you think of the game Forager, and if you're enjoying what I'm doing in these videos. Obviously, I'm just curious really if you have any ideas for anything we could do differently, or any projects we could undertake in this game. And if you don't, that's obviously okay. I'm just, like I said before, I'm just curious as to what you guys think about the series and the game as a whole. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, but as you can see, we're collecting plenty of items here in our quarry, which actually brings me back onto another point that hopefully we'll actually be moving this quarry today. We might not be, but I'm hoping to find and unlock the island which I was originally hoping to put it on. It is another island in the desert with another one of these obelisks that, I think I've mentioned it before, gives you extra XP when mining, so it would obviously be a useful place to put a quarry where we do a lot of mining. But for now, looking at that, there's a bunch more enemies, and these animals here are really going to get annoying later. Well, nothing I can do about that. But for now, what I'm going to do is begin to clear out a few of the resources here, because this place has very much fallen into disrepair yet again. Because we don't really come down here often enough to keep it constantly cleared out. That is one problem with unlocking more islands in this game, which is that the area that you need to clear out the resources from just grows exponentially bigger and bigger, and then you kind of have too many resources. Well, you can never really have too many, but I mean, we have over 1,000 stone, and well, we don't have over 1,000 stone, but we have over 1,000 wood. So yeah, we have quite a few resources, and we have even more coal. I remember when we were running out of coal at the start of the series, and now that we got that coal skill that makes it so that all the rocks we mine drop it, we never really will run out of it again. But either way, coming back off of these rants that I keep distracting myself with, just coming through here and collecting up all these items before we move on and harvest these banks, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get enough money that we can explore another island in the desert. And we have nearly 2,000, so that should be enough. And I heard a skeleton down there, and it's attacking my fish farms. That's outrageous of it. But dealing with these enemies and coming over here, hopefully we should be, yeah, we can buy either of these islands that we want. This one up here is cheaper, so let's go for that one. And that right there is a puzzle island that gives us a chest, and we can actually do the puzzle on that. So what I'm going to do is collect another key, and before you comment down below, yes, I did notice the anchors over here that came out of that fish trap, and we'll be collecting those up, and those will go straight into our vault. But for now, coming through here and coming up here, we need to make our way over to this island, and we need to see if we can't solve this puzzle. And I'll clear out all of this mess afterwards. But for now, I'm actually going to collect up this digging spot here as well. And we need to build a quick bridge, and I'm actually going to build one down here as well. But collecting up the beetle up here, because I think we need them for something later still. Before I show you the solution to this puzzle, comment down below if you think you know what we need to do. So quickly, I'm going to give you some time to think while I do a quick time lapse of me clearing out the resources here. So let's do this. So guys, now that I've collected the resources from over here, what I'm going to do is show you the solution to this puzzle. So what we need to do is grab our bow over here and shoot this statue in the eye. And make sure, guys, to comment down below if you solved the puzzle before I showed you the solution, but I've been stupid and forgotten that we need a key, and yep, I knew we made one. So getting the key here, what we can do is come back up over here and see what we get from this chest. And oh great, we got the quiver, which means most consume arrows, which means we just made all of these arrows here for nothing. But if nothing else, I guess we can sell them and get a bunch of money from them. But it's a little bit annoying that we wasted all of that wood and stone, but it's nice now because arrows don't, or bows don't use arrows, so we can infinitely shoot our bow like that and destroy that tree. But for now, what I'm going to do is come through here and yet again harvest up all of our berry bushes from our lovely little farm here. And actually, with our farm, I think I've mentioned this before, but it will be changing later on when we go to the graveyard biome and we start collecting the nightshade flowers. We can then use them to make a special shovel called the water shovel, which means that the crops or the tilled spaces get automatically automatically watered when they're tilled. So that would mean we don't need these sprinklers here, and we could use the extra space for extra crops. And I've only actually just noticed that we're almost halfway to leveling up again, and I guess we could go with the masonry and the carpentry skills that I mentioned earlier. We can get, or we might go towards getting the oil rigs and the factories that we can use to get plastics, electronics, and oil to make the plastics, and just to get items that we will need much later on in the future. And sorry, actually, I'm gonna go on another rant here about the weird cuts that I sometimes make in these videos. Oh, there's a watch here. Good use of our good test of our bow. But yeah, as I was saying, I live in an area where sometimes there could be like a lot of noise, so if there's ever like a loud noise that interrupts the video, I'll usually just cut it out, and that's why those cuts are in there. But for now, just going through and collecting up all of these resources. What I think I might do is, like we did before with the banks, collect up a bunch of items around this desert here and collect them up while we wait for our banks to sort of reload, I think. That's certainly a word for it, to recharge what is in them. Actually, we need to clear up our main factory area as well. So what I'm going to do is clear out our factory area here and then clear out the desert. But I've just had a thought quickly before we do that. I've gotten distracted here. We can come over here and... oh no, we don't have enough crystals. I was going to see if we had enough crystals to donate to the museum. But anyway, without further ado, let's do this. So guys, now that we have a bunch of items collected, what I'm going to do is come over here and check in on our banks. And looking at this, they all have around, well, except for that one, around 64 coins in them. So I'm just going to leave that a little bit longer, but I'm not going to go into another time lapse again. What I'm just going to do is come around and fossils. I didn't miss it that time. Well, that is another one of the artifacts, and we got 3 of them, which is nice. So, I've been distracted now, but what we can do is come back in here like we did a lot of last episode, and actually donate that. And what I'm gonna actually do is grab one of those, I forgot their names. Anchors. I'll grab an anchor. God, I'll grab an anchor, and then we can donate one of those to the museum as well. So over here, putting those away, and grabbing one of those. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. I'm gonna come over here into the museum yet again, and donate this anchor here to the archaeology bundle. And there we go. So, now that that's done, what I'm going to do is, I think our farm should be done. So, I'm going to go check in on our farm to see if the resources there are harvestable yet. And after we've done that, I'm going to go check in on our banks yet again, and hopefully we can get enough money to continue exploring the desert biome to get one last island for this episode. And hopefully we get the quarry island, because like I keep saying, well, I mean, it's not really the quarry island, but it's the island that I would like to move the quarry to. So I've dubbed it Quarry Island. There's a slime hidden back there. And look at that, we're actually quite close to leveling up. So hopefully we can do that in this episode, but I still don't actually know what skill I would like to get next. I think I might go for the masonry skill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the masonry skill. Oh, maybe, no, I don't know anymore. I think, actually, no, I'm gonna go for the oil rig skill. I'm gonna go for the oil rig skill, and then get an oil rig built, hopefully. And that way we can just choose where to build it, and then we won't have to worry about building one in the future. But replanting all of these crops here, what I can do is quickly eat some of our fish. And then I can come right on down here and defeat the slime and check in on our banks, and hopefully they should now be able to give us enough money to explore another island, and I think that should be enough. If I come over here and by land, yes, that is in fact enough, and we did not get the island that I wanted, but that is actually a puzzle island. So as usual, what I'm going to do is come over here and make a key, and actually not forget to grab it before we head out this time, like I did last time. And I'm actually going to cook up all of our meat and fish quickly, and all of our iron and gold, since we've collected plenty of ore that we need to turn into ingots. And I'm just doing this to stall for time while this key crafts, actually. And it's nearly done, so hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Just a little bit longer and we can get that. And I'm going to grab this torch bug here, as well as these ones down here. And clear out these slimes as well. And hopefully now our key should be done. It should definitely be done now. I think I just heard it. Alright, and there we go. So, coming up over here now with our new key, and into the desert biome, what we can do is build some bridges here, and here, and here. And we can come down and see what this sign here says. And not destroy the bridge we just made. What does it say? There's a secret where flowers don't live. Well, I mean, looking at this, there's flowers here, and flowers here. So it must mean that there's something here. Yeah, and there we go. So, opening this up, we get just another spirit orb. So, what I'm going to do with this is, we've gotten a health upgrade and an energy upgrade so far. And I think I'm going to go for a damage upgrade with this one. But now that we've done that, what I can actually do is clear out all of these flowers and get all of these checked for artifacts, because there are plenty of them here, and maybe we can get another sphinx or two from it. So, getting all of these. And these ones over here. And sadly we did not get sphinx, but we did get plenty of gemstones, which is nice, because we need plenty of them to make things like the royal clothing and the royal steel. So, with that out of the way, what I can do is come over here, and I think I'm going to grab this ferry and call it there for today's episode. So, like usual, I had a blast filming. I really love this game, and I really love getting to play it for you. And just like usual, make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below telling me what you think of this game and what you think of my channel, as well as suggesting any other things you'd like to see in this series or any other games you'd like to see me play in the future. And make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this just in the future. And make sure to share my channel with your friends to help me grow and help me make more videos for more people. So, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye! I will move you eventually, sir. Just you wait. Next episode. Or maybe the one after. Either way, you're being moved.